It's Mavericks game night on TXA 21. We do appreciate you joining us. Should be a fantastic evening tonight here in downtown Dallas. Rick Carlisle was the head coach of the Dallas Mavericks. He's seen his team again split 2 games this year with the Lakers and post a home record so far this year of 12-6. Won 75 games in a year and a half with the Mavs. Dr. Pepper's starting lineup tonight for the Dallas Mavericks features a return to the starting lineup for Josh Howard, his first since November 11th, in the backcourt along with Jason Kidd. Up front, Sean Marion and Dirk Nowitzki, the forwards. In the middle at center, Eric Dampier. Dirk Nowitzki comes in tonight, 34th on the NBA's all-time scoring list. 16 is the magic number we're looking for tonight for him to get to 20,000 for his career. Phil Jackson, the 10-time NBA champion, 6 with the Bulls, 4 with the Lakers, including last season. His 19th season as an NBA head coach, and 1,070 victories, nearly half of them with the Los Angeles Lakers. Dr. Pepper's starting lineup tonight for the Lakers features Derek Fisher and Kobe Bryant in the backcourt. Bryant in his 14th year from Lower Merion High School in Philadelphia. Up front, Ron Artest and Lamar Odom are the forwards, and Andrew Bynum in his 5th year is the center. Kobe has not had big scoring games this year. He was held down in game 1, didn't need to score in game 2. It's all come out to a 17.5-point average, and it's shooting just below 40%, 12 out of 31. It's Mavs game night on TXA 21. Mark Followell, Bob Ortigal, and the third member of our crew, Jeff Skin Wade. Let's say hello to Skin. Skin?
Well, hello to you, Mr. Followell and Mr. Ortigal. You know, we've talked a lot about what 16 points would do for Dirk tonight, taking him to that 20,000-point plateau. But it's very interesting the way the position he plays, the power forward position, has changed so much since he showed up in the league with the bowl haircut and the loop earrings looking like a techno DJ. Everyone now wants to have a stretch four, a guy who can stretch the defense, hit the outside shot, and Dirk has been a part of that revolution. Bob, talk a little bit about how Dirk has had an impact with his offensive game, changing the way people view power forwards.
I will, as soon as I make Mark Followell aware of the fact that you addressed us properly for the first time all year, Mr. Followell and Mr. Ortigal. That was good. Let me tell you what Dirk Nowitzki's done as a 7-footer. He is now a guy that can attack you from the point, from the wing, from the corner, from the elbow, and from the box. He can shoot the jump shot. He can shoot the fadeaway. He can shoot the hook shot. He can drive the ball. He really has changed what the power forward is capable of doing in this league. He's become a very, very versatile player, an outstanding rebounder, and of course the biggest impact that he's had has come at the offensive end of the floor. I do know that, but what an impact it has been. It'll be around for a while.
And of course, you always have to admire someone who keeps their word to their mother. He had told his mom that he was going to get his hair cut, and he did do it since the Mavericks last took the floor. Got his ears lowered. I like it.
Well, I promised your mother that I would watch out after you since the day you came into the league, and I'm trying to do that. I'm just trying to do that.
And it's Nowitzki, and put 2 on the board. First bucket from the right baseline to put him at 19-9-86.
I just got back to the table. Did you dishonor Vanilla Ice by saying word to your mother? What did you say when I walked
I said
up?
I was appreciative of the fact that Dirk honored and kept his word to his mom and got his hair cut.
As he should.
The freshly shorn locks. 10 on the shot clock for the Lakers. We saw the officials a moment ago. Mike Callahan, Mark Ayat, and Eric Lewis. And Lamar Odom gets the Lakers on the board. Really rebounding the ball very well as of late, averaging 14 boards over the last 10 games. But he makes his first impact on the game tonight in scoring. Jason Kidd no good, and the Lakers rebounded. The Lakers come into the game tonight searching for answers on the road. They've lost 4 straight road games and are 8-6 on the road so far this year. Ron Artest with a deep paint catch against Josh Howard, and Artest scores.
Interesting, Artest trying to post up Josh Howard. Nice drive.
Deflection on the pass and a laser down low. Nowitzki finds Dampier, and Artest bear hugs Dampier and will send him to the line a minute 22 into the game.
I can't tell you how much of a difference it makes to have Dampier in the lineup against Bynum. Just the last time down the floor at the offensive end, at the defensive end, excuse me, Dampier just reached his arm out and was able to just seal Bynum off. We didn't see that happen in the last game at all, Market. Because of size and strength for Dampier, it will make it tougher on Bynum. He's still a heck of a player, but it'll be tougher.
He scored 19 points on 8 of 8 shooting against Dallas in that last game between the two teams 10 days ago, a Laker rout. Mavericks won on October 30th, 94-80 in that game when Dampier played. He certainly had an impact even in limited minutes. 8 points, 10 boards in 18 minutes that night. 1 of 2 on the free throw line. We touched on it just a little bit at the top, Bob, but your thoughts on Josh Howard making his first start in 2 months and 2 days tonight?
I'm not surprised. I really have kind of expected this to happen, and I think you know that because you and I have talked about it. I think that J.J. Barea just did an outstanding job as a starter, but in the long run, you really want to go with Howard because it helps you defensively. I think it helps you size-wise. I think it helps you rebounding-wise. Josh is an outstanding athlete, and J.J. Barea is still going to be a real factor for the Mavericks.
As Bynum is fouled by Dampier, he has an opportunity for a three-point play. Well, for 1 month, basically, since Howard returned to the floor on December 8th, Rick Carlisle has been starting Barea at the two-guard spot, and over that month, the Mavericks went 11-5. So it certainly worked out where he was able to ease Howard back into the mix without it compromising the Mavericks from a one-loss standpoint.
And you know the other thing, Mark, I think it's going to give Kidd a little bit more rest because Barea will just get most of that time at the point guard position. Jason Kidd's been playing some heavy minutes.
Averaging 36 a game for the year. Josh Howard in the turnaround comes up short, but he is going to fight through traffic, get his own miss back, and score.
There's an example of what I've been talking about. I just mentioned his athleticism, his quickness, the additional size and length. He got the ball back because of that.
Dampier helped hold off a body in the paint, too. Prevented Bynum from running down.
And he always does.
And now here's Bynum shooting, and it bounces in. Well, he's made 10 straight attempts against the Mavs now. 8 of 8 in the last game and 2 for 2 tonight. As the Lakers are out in front 9-5. Down low, Dampier eludes Bynum, and we'll go to the line again. Boy, he wanted that finish. You can see the frustration after he didn't get it. But he does draw the foul on Bynum, which is his first, and the Lakers' second team foul.
And what a beautiful entry pass from Kidd, one of the real lost arts in basketball. Putting it exactly where a guy can get it and do something with it. That was an excellent pass by Kidd.
9:22 left of the first with Dampier back on the line. Dampier had 13 rebounds against Utah on Saturday night.
Josh Howard back in that lineup. Now watch what happens here. He makes a spin move, misses the shot. Dampier holds off Bynum a little bit. Howard gets it back on a good effort going toward the basketball. If Damp doesn't hold off that other defender, I'm not sure that Howard gets it back. But when Howard did get it back, he made it work.
Well, an early 20-second timeout is taken here by the Lakers as Dampier has made the first of 2 free throws. Let's look at tonight's fourth key to the game, Bob. It's team defense.
Well, early in the year at the Lakers, the Mavericks were able to hold the Lakers to 80 points and 40% from the field. Now, that is just outstanding. However, they went back on January 3rd, and whatever they did on October 30th, they forgot all about it because the Lakers scored 131 points and shot 63% from the field, and that just infuriated Rick Carlisle. Boy, I'll take his side on that one.
One more free throw for Dampier. An early 20-second timeout called by Phil Jackson.
He was not happy. Very, very animated with Odom and Bynum down low.
Phil said before the game tonight that Kobe was up as early as 5 o'clock in the morning going through treatment to prepare himself for the game tonight. Played 32 minutes in San Antonio last night. Left the game for good with 38 seconds left in the third quarter. 2 for 2 at the line for Dampier. The scoreboard is brought to you by AAA Texas. Visit AAA.com for a quote on auto insurance. Lamar Odom for the baseline. First miss of the game for the Lakers, who had made their first 4 attempts. Nearly 3 minutes deep into game number 38 of the year for the Mavericks and number 39 of the season for the Lakers. Jason Kidd for the lead. Kidd has had trouble hitting shots this year against the Lakers. He is 1 of 12 in 2 games, plus the early stages of tonight. Three-point try by Derek Fisher's off. Artest is fouled on the putback attempt. First foul on Josh Howard. Second team foul on Dallas, and Ron Artest to the free throw line.
And that's just a great example of what a bull Artest is. I mean, he's an outstanding offensive rebounder. Josh is a strong guy, but Ron was just able to go wherever he wanted with it, and that's that big, almost
almost power forward body and a small forward frame.
That's a really, really good competitive battle between those two guys. Two guys that, by the way, you know, can have a little bit of a temperament problem. So we'll watch that battle and see who loses their temper first.
A volatile mix, as it were.
Yes.
In the game 10 days ago in L.A., even though Artest didn't play, still with the symptoms from that Christmas Day concussion at his home, Rick Carlisle was asked about him, and Carlisle spoke very, very favorably of Artest. Remember that Artest's finest year of his career was the 03-04 season in Indiana, with Carlisle as the head coach. He was the defensive player of the year that year. He was an all-star and an all-NBA third-team selection.
No, Howard just did a wonderful job working without the ball to get open.
Couldn't get the shot to go down. Artest just went 1 of 2 at the line, and Derek Fisher got that up over Dampier. But Dampier was going to get a piece of it. Might have just barely touched it, but it still found its way to the bottom of the net.
That's where Josh has got to get out of there. Josh got to get out of that side of the floor that time when Bynum is guarding Dirk, so Dirk can drive the ball, Mark.
Now Bynum with the deep catch, and he'll score. 6 of 8 for the Lakers. And a timeout taken as the Mavericks look for some early defensive answers. L.A. doubling up Dallas. 14-7. Timeout on the floor. 7:50 left in the first quarter. Mavs game night on TXA 21. This is when he became the Mavericks all-time leader in scoring in March of 2008 against the New Jersey Nets, passing Rolando Blackman at 16,644. Tonight, he is on the doorstep of 20,000 and joining elite company. Now remember that we're giving away an autographed Dirk Nowitzki basketball as part of his quest for 20,000. And so the entries were submitted on December 4th and 5th. When would he break 20,000 points? And we have several entries for tonight's game. 8 people guessing in the first quarter, 10 in the second, 14 in the third, and 12 in the fourth. He has 2 so far tonight. He needs 14 more to join the 20K club. Came into tonight's game 7th in the NBA in scoring, averaging 25 points per game. The 29 he scored against Utah on Saturday night, his most in a game since the Oklahoma City game on December 16th. With the miss, Nowitzki now 1 of 3 from the floor. And the Lakers have the ball on a 7-point lead. And here's a steal, and then the Mavericks had it. There was no actual change of possession. It was about to be a steal, but it ricocheted out of bounds off Dallas with 13 on the shot clock. This throw-in might be the first time Kobe's touched the ball in the first 4.5 minutes.
I think it is. I don't think there's any question about that. Oh, he takes a timeout. Good job.
5-second call.
5-second call.
Maverick ball, well, they still get it on the turnover.
Yep.
I'm serious. I don't think he's touched it in the flow of the offense.
Oh, yes.
For the Lakers.
Well, he's touched the ball, but he hasn't been involved in an assist. They were able to swing the ball a couple times through him.
Odom has a history of being a good defender against Dirk. He's trying to hold him off on the post-up. Nowitzki misses. Back tap by Dampier. And then a bullet from Nowitzki to Howard for the baseline jumper. A basket the Mavericks needed to pull them to within 5.
It's a nice unselfish play by Dirk Nowitzki.
And a great effort by Dam to keep the ball alive.
Second chance opportunities and fast break points are very important against the Lakers.
Another deep paint pitch here for Artest, but he draws a crowd and he gets forced out of the paint. That was good defense. Down low, Bynum, left block, operating against Dampier with a shot clock down to 2 on the spin move and foul. By Marion for his first. The Mavericks' 3rd team foul.
But Bynum has really come into his own inside. He's just an outstanding young center in this league with a brilliant career ahead of him.
What's amazing is we talked about some of his early season numbers when these two teams met 10 days ago and how he was really racking up points and rebounds when Gasol was out early in the year, and then those numbers dropped back off. Well, Bob, with Gasol having missed, this tonight being his 6th straight game with a hamstring problem, and he went out very early in that game against Dallas. So dating back to that Maverick game, here's the run for Bynum over the last 6 games. 18.5 points, 11 rebounds. His numbers have mushroomed up again.
Well, that's what good teams do. They find a way to get it done when a key player is out.
Hit for three from Josh Howard. Now one goes down. Jason Kidd not far from his own milestone with career three-pointer number 1,555. And 5 more will move him past Glenn Rice for 5th in NBA history in made threes. Bynum just palmed it and passed it to Fisher, who tries and misses. Mavericks have a transition opportunity, and that is a kick ball off the foot of Bynum. Marion saving it in and saving it in right to Bynum's foot. So a kickball violation and 20 on the shot clock. Mavs throw in with 5:53 left in the first. Mavs got the first basket tonight by Dirk. That's their only lead of the game. Marion with a jumper from Josh Howard, and it rattles in.
Great to see Marion hit that jump shot.
Still has not hit a 3 so far in the first 37 games this year. He's 0 for 9 from three-point range, but that 20-footer goes down. And you've got a Maverick run here, 7-2. Long pass, and it's Bynum dunking. Last night he had 23 in 43 minutes against the Spurs. And Bynum off to an 11-point start tonight. Dampier leaning in. Bynum eluding Dampier, who is trying to draw a foul, and Fisher has the rebound. Another long pass from Dirk defended it well, and Dampier also got a hand on it, and the Mavericks forced the turnover. Josh Howard in transition. Long rebound on a three-pointer through the hands of Bynum to Sean Marion. Mavs have it back, down by 4. Dirk with a quick shot. Second basket for Dirk.
Come on, give me the number. I'm going to check it all the way to 20,000.
19,988.
There you go. I'm going to be after you all night long. That's what we meant.
12 more. Timeout taken by the Lakers. A full with 4:25 to go. 9-4 Maverick run. And they have pulled it within 2. And here's how they did it. How many times have we seen this over the course of his 20,000 points? Top of the key jumper, bang. Your favorite Mavs will be available in limited edition bobbleheads. At selected games, the first 5,000 fans to the game will receive a collectible bobblehead. For more information, call 214-747-MAVS or go online to Mavs.com. Maverick dancers entertain the crowd here at American Airlines Center. The Mavericks 12-6 on their home floor this year. The Lakers are 8-6 on the road. Now, here's something interesting, Bob, as we've talked about. Kobe at this point appears to be out there almost in the role of decoy. He flashed up to the high post there. I thought he was going to get a touch within the flow of the offense, but he still hasn't. It's interesting to note, and fans may be wondering, well, why is he out there, as this is going to count for our test and he'll go to the line. Why is he out there if he's not going to do anything? Somebody talked to Phil Jackson. He was asked that question before the game tonight, and he said, even if he's hurting, I'm not necessarily going to take him out of the game against his will unless he's hurting the team's performance. And he's not hurting the team's performance, Bob, because they're 8 out of 11 and have 20 points in less than 8 minutes.
So what it comes down to is you put a guy like Kobe Bryant out on the floor, those other 4 guys immediately are aware of his presence, and his presence generates a degree of confidence. And I've seen this happen, and I've been told this by a coach one time, that just everybody feels more confident because Kobe's out there, and rather than sitting on the bench and watching them. And I'm sure that what Phil Jackson said he meant. If he hurts our team performance, doesn't have anything to do with Kobe. If it hurts our team performance, then I'll get him out of it.
Drew Good just into the game, drives and hammers it home. The two-hand flush for Gooden.
See what he just did to Bynum?
Shot fake.
Very hard thing for Damp to do, and then put it on the floor and make that drive. So that could be a much different kind of matchup for Bynum.
And the Lakers are definitely going to try and post up Artest every time Kid's checking him, which is what's been going on the last 2 possessions.
And posting up Bynum here. He gets inside and he has a dunk of his own.
That's what they did in the second game against Gooden in L.A. when Bynum was 8 for 8 from the field.
And he's 5 for 5 tonight. Came into the game shooting 55% for the season. In the lane, Sean Marion rattles one in.
Boy, he's uncanny with that shot, isn't he? That little runner, the floater that he hits in a variety of different ways.
Well, Kobe got a touch, but he didn't hold on to it very long. Jump shot for Artest. Both teams in a bit of a groove here over the last couple minutes.
I'd like to say that the Mavericks are pitching a shutout against Kobe, but that's not the case. That's not really what's happening.
Gooden trying to muscle in on Bynum. He moved him. No question, Gooden moved Bynum with some strength, and Bynum is forced into his second foul. And so finally, something to slow down Andrew Bynum. He's got 2 fouls.
And Jackson's going to get him out of there.
And DJ Benga will go in the game. And here I was after hearing Phil talk before the game, thinking that DJ Benga's most important contribution this week was going to be tomorrow in practice because they want Pau Gasol to come back on Friday against the Clippers. And Phil said before the game that Pau wanted to go through a practice first, so they'll put him on the floor tomorrow and let DJ bang on him a little bit.
That is true. DJ will do that.
Out of the game, Bynum, and on the free throw line, Drew Gooden.
You know, hasn't Benga done pretty well for himself, though, since he left here and ended up with the Lakers? And
Still on a roster and got rings. Can't argue with that.
Gets minimal playing time and a pretty nice paycheck and doesn't have a real job.
Gooden with a pair of free throws. Remember, he's back on the floor tonight after missing the game Saturday night against Utah with a right ring finger sprain. Artest will run this down for the Lakers after Lamar Odom missed. Now Odom inside, off the glass, no good, and Kidd rebound. Dallas is scoring it better than they have in recent home games early on. The Mavs, in their last 4 home games, have averaged only 17.5 points in the first quarter. They have 22 and still 2+ minutes left in the first, as Gooden badly misses on that hook shot. Lamar Odom hits. And the Lakers lead is 5. 4 points so far in the first quarter for Dirk. Sets a screen for Marion. There's another drive and runner. And Marion in attack mode earns a trip to the free throw line. Sean Marion's been in a good little run lately in terms of shooting. Last 3 games, he's hit 16 of 26 to the floor. That's 61.5%. Marion's knocked down 2 shots to the floor, and he'll get 2 at the line now.
I really think that's where they need to go. I'm talking about the Mavericks, and I'm saying that because of Kobe's situation and the way in which it's very noticeable that he's not playing at the offensive end of the floor or getting very involved, attack him at the defensive end of the floor. So go at him at the defensive end of the floor. With back problems, frequently it's really difficult, Mark, to retreat.
Singleton just went into the game. Marion missed both free throws. Singleton subbed in, and Nowitzki gets a rest here late in the first quarter. James Singleton in his 17th game of the year. Lamar Odom off the mark on a 3, and the Mavs rebound. Again, if you're just tuning in, Tim Thomas is not playing tonight. Eduardo Najera is not ready to dress. James Singleton seeing time and misses a 3 out of the corner. Singleton this year averaging 2 points and 2 rebounds in 8 minutes a game. Kobe feeds it down to Lamar Odom. And here's Odom backing in on Singleton. And now Kobe late in the shot clock will take a 3 and comes up short. And nothing looked good about that shot attempt for Kobe.
Well, where does the drive come from when you're going to shoot a 3-pointer? It comes from your legs. And when you're playing with a bad back, it's hard to get that impetus out of your legs. And that's exactly what happened. The ball came up short.
Jason Terry, meanwhile, attacks and draws a foul on Lamar Odom. Odom's first. And the 15th foul on the Lakers here in the quarter. And with 1 minute on the button left in the first, Jason Terry looks for his first points of the game. Terry averaging nearly 17 points per game this year. All right, so let us further examine that 3-point shot attempt by Kobe, Bob.
does come up short, but you can see on the release, he doesn't get the drive out of his legs that he needs, didn't get the knee bend. He had the great follow through, but he's always had that. That's not affected by a bad back. And he goes out and gets a seat right now. He's just not walking properly.
And of course, he'll probably lay down. There will not be a sitting down thing here. He's not going to be grabbing a seat. He's going to be grabbing the floor to stretch and stay loose and not sit. Terry 2 for 2 on the line. Jordan Farmar is in for the Lakers, by the way, subbed in just a moment ago, as has Shannon Brown. And Brown will swing it to Artest in the corner. Odom late in the shot clock. They'll post up Artest inside against Howard, gets the ball up, and it goes out of bounds off the Lakers. That ended up going out off Benga.
I thought Artest
just lost it.
Yeah, I thought he made a bit of. If he was trying to make a pass, it wasn't a very good pass.
Well, it's in tight quarters. You need to go up with that shot. That's too tough a pass to make in the lane.
That was deflected out by Benga at 27.3 left in the quarter. 13 on the shot clock. So here's what Kobe will be doing tonight when out of the game, it appears. Elevating the legs. He's just about to put a towel underneath the back. Singleton comes up way short, but they throw away the outlet pass. Howard got it back, and now the Mavs can hold for the last shot. No foul to give for the Lakers. They're over the limit. A 3 here, and the Mavs get out of the first quarter tied, despite the fact that Bynum wore him out in the first quarter. Kidd with a shot fake. He's going to dribble drive it. And a deflection. They're not going to get a shot away. First quarter's over. Didn't end on the note the Mavericks wanted it to, but keep in mind they fell behind by 7. And they make a charge right back into the game and are down by just a possession as we head to the second quarter. Mavericks and Lakers for the 3rd time this year. The first time in Dallas. The Lakers will also be coming to Dallas this year on February 24th. Tonight, Dirk Nowitzki closing in on 20,000 career points. He's got 4 in the first quarter. He's 12 away as the Mavs are down by 3. Had another great photo from an NFL mailed to us, emailed to us, that is, at MavsTV@DallasMavs.com. RPL 80. That's Doug McKeever and Allen. Rowdy, proud, and loud, a Maverick fan since 1980. A great-looking license plate for his automobile.
That's pretty cool.
Also pretty cool, we got a note to MavsTV@DallasMavs.com to send a birthday shout-out to the oldest Maverick fan. This is from Brittany Anders, who is requesting that Grandma Irene, who just turned 92 years old, get a birthday shout-out. The oldest and most loyal Maverick fan. So happy birthday to Grandma Irene.
Grandma Irene, when you go to bed tonight, I want you to think about this, that I'll be singing Irene, Good Night, Irene. That's an old song, but I know you know it, and I know it.
Okay, I thought you'd seen the old Dexy's Midnight Runner classic, Come On, Grandma Irene. Not that one?
I don't think that's
no.
it. Yeah, I don't think Dexy's Midnight Runners is on in his iPod.
Okay. Not only did you lose me, you lost Grandma Irene, and that's not what we want to do right now.
Ball out of bounds off Shannon Brown. Farmar missed a shot to start the second quarter for the Lakers.
Hey, Mark, also a shout-out to Adele and Olive Swearingen. They're watching the ball game. Couple of great Mavericks fans. They don't miss many games watching on TV.
Fantastic. In the lane, Jason Terry. Very good in the offensive rebound. Blocked by Benga. I think they're going to score the basket. There is a goaltend called here on DJ Benga and score the bucket for Gooden.
Guess they're saying that hit the glass first from that.
I believe you are correct, sir.
Certainly wasn't on the way down.
Walton played last night in San Antonio for the first time since November 13th due to a pinched nerve in his back. He's on the floor here for the Lakers at the start of the second. With Brown and Farmar, Odom and Benga. Dirk's back in for Dallas. 4 points tonight. 12 more to go to 20K. Odom drives. Nope. Good with the rebound. Lakers are scoreless on their last 6 trips down the floor. Maria came in to start the second quarter. Gets to Howard. Maria drives right past Luke Walton, puts it up high off the glass, but misses. Nice drive. But Benga came over and altered the shot. Walton no good. Benga slaps it right back out to him.
Good defense for Josh Howard against Walton on the initial shot.
Farmar had a career-high tying 24 against Dallas 10 days ago, and he just committed an offensive foul. Maria took a shot to the chops, it looks like, to draw that foul. Farmar's first, and a technical on Farmar. A free throw attempt for Dirk, and a chance to tie the game.
Good, let's heat this thing up a little bit. Let's have a fight.
I don't know if there needs to be that, but certainly I applaud the notion to heat it up some.
I said, let's have you and I. Let us. Let possibly yes. Let us.
Farmar commits the offensive foul here, Bobo.
Yeah, he's trying to back J.J. Barea down, and he nailed him the first time and then got him, pretty good the second time. Did J.J. Barea help sell it? Well, if you're a smart basketball player, you are going to at least try to help sell it. That doesn't mean it's not a charge. And then he gets fatigued trying to argue with the official about the call.
He had one shot to argue, but it didn't dissolve. That's the language that the officials like to use, and so that's why he got hit with a technical, and now the Mavs lead. It's a 7-0 run. The Barea runner goes in.
And that was an outstanding job of Barea using his body and keeping the dribble alive, keeping that defender on his left hip, dribbling with his right.
See, what I like about Barea coming off that bench is what I said about Kidd getting fewer minutes on into the fourth quarter. And the fourth quarter becomes a little bit different deal. But JJ will accept that. He will always be ready to play and play well.
Odom with a pair of free throws, a foul on Dallas on Josh Howard, his second. First team foul of this quarter.
Bynum comes back. It'll be interesting to see if Rick Carlisle comes back with Dampier, because that is a more favorable matchup.
Well, that's the call. Here he comes. Menga takes a seat. Bynum returns. Dampier in for good, Bob.
A lot of times it's all about matchups.
And the five-man matchup you see there. Bynum and Dampier. The scoreboard is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Go to southwest.com, grab your bag, it's on. And the score reads all square at 29 early in the second. Screen by Dirk. A switch. Now you've got Dirk against Farmar. Odom dropped down at a double team. Dirk gave it up. Barea traveled. Second turnover tonight for Dallas.
It's one of the other things you have to do against good teams. L.A., the best record in the West, you can't turn the ball over. You can't give it back to them without getting a good shot.
Shannon Brown over Jason Terry, he hits, and the Lakers with 4 quick points have gone right back in front. And by percentage points, the best record in the NBA. Cleveland's 30-10. The Lakers are 29-9. One less win, but also one less loss. And so by percentage points, the Lakers have the best record in the league coming into play tonight. And this by Jason Terry. Mavericks only have 2 leads in the game tonight, 2-0 and 29-27 a moment ago, but that lead's gone away. It's still only a 2-point lead though for the Lakers as Farmar rattles one out. Timeout coming up with the next dead ball. Dampier will come over and screen out Shannon Brown for Barea for a jumper. Long rebound grab by Odom. Farmar driving the lane. Shannon Brown inside.
Man, you talk about a guy whose confidence has shot through the roof in the last year. Shannon Brown, seldom used in Charlotte, become a nice part of the Laker rotation.
Seldom used, that is, in Cleveland and Chicago before that, too. 8:23 left in the second quarter. Timeout on the floor. The Lakers are up by 4.
Boys trip. You in?
Come on, let's do this.
Dirty. What's up?
Come on, dude. It's going to be awesome.
No, who all in? Dirty in? Jake is going?
You in? All right, cool.
You're in? You're in?
Come on, man. I'm in.
Road trip.
And the Mavs will put one of the best road records in the NBA to the test with a 5-game trip to the East next week. It starts Sunday at 11:30 a.m. Breakfast or brunch, perhaps, with the Mavericks at 11:30 Sunday morning when the Mavs are at Toronto on Fox Sports Southwest. Be sure and tune in for some early Mavs basketball before the other sporting events of the day get started. And I know there is a full plate of sports watching on Sunday. I certainly encourage you to check out the Mavs and Raptors and get it started at 11:30 on Fox Sports Southwest Sunday morning. They'll also go to Boston, Washington, Philadelphia, and the Knicks on that trip. I got knocked out of bounds by the Lakers in the backcourt. Now the Mavs have 4 seconds here to get this up over the timeline.
Now you got to get up early on Sunday, and you got to go to the earlier church service.
Right.
Can't go to the late church service because you'll miss the start of the game at 11:30 Sunday morning. How about that?
Fox Sports Southwest against the 19 and 20 coming into play tonight, Toronto Raptors.
And let me promise you something. If you're a veteran DVR guy like myself, you can finish that Maverick game and still finish the football game at the time that it ends if you know how to work it. Yes, sir.
Teardrop to beat the shot clock. Loose ball situation. Barea finds it and scores. Out of the timeout. Dallas now down by 2. Farmar for 3.
That's all.
And Howard rebounds. Points tonight for Dirk. Josh Powell's in the game and defending him. Down on the block. Dirk a quick face-up. Baseline Shea. Andrew Bynum rebounds. 2 of 5 for the floor for Dirk. 2 for 6 now with that miss. 1 of 1 at the line. 5 points. 3 rebounds. Farmar killed his dribble. Didn't have anywhere to go for a minute. Went to Luke Walton, who finds Farmar on the back cut.
Because Howard defended Walton well. But then you get the dive cut, and the cutter's wide open.
Lakers lead by 4.
Walton is a pretty good passer.
In limited minutes, he's averaged 2.5 assists per game for his career. Josh Howard out of the corner. Bullseye on a 3-pointer. Neither team knocking him down from deep tonight. 2 of 7 for Dallas. 0 for 5 for the Lakers. Cross-court feed. Now down low to Josh Powell. And Bynum's fouled on Dirk. Yep, his first. Mavericks' second team foul. 6:37 left in the second quarter. I don't believe this is a free throw shooting situation. No, it's not. Eric Lewis, the official, is waiting patiently for someone for the Lakers to go over and take the ball out of bounds.
That's why if you're the man to take the ball out of bounds, you never get there in a hurry. Take your time getting there so your teammates can get set. Everybody understands the out of bounds play.
Shannon Brown gives the ball up to Farmar. Luke Walton with the runner. 7th year out of Arizona. Appearing in only his 11th game of the season.
A very sound, fundamental player. An excellent complementary player. A glue guy. Walton.
And certainly we understand where he got that passing ability from that you spoke of earlier.
In the genes?
Yes. That's a family trait. The missed shot by Howard. Laker ball in front by 3.
There's that backdoor play they run out of triangle offense.
A rebound for Dirk off the miss by Shannon Brown. Mid-second quarter. Dirk flash to the basket. Dampier inside. Quick move. Missed the hook shot. I like the move.
Yes, it was an excellent move.
Farmar pulls up. Long rebound to Bynum. Bynum. In the lane, got another one to go. He is now 6 for 6. 22nd timeout called by Rick Carlisle, but in the window for a full timeout now with 5:11 remaining in the second quarter. Dallas on their home floor, only a couple of leads tonight. They're down here by 5 with 5:11 remaining before the half. Quarter, LA 39, Dallas 34. Purchase $50 worth of Adidas merchandise at your local Academy Sports and Outdoors location, and you'll receive 2 free tickets to an upcoming Mavs game. Offers good while supplies last. Visit Mavs.com for more information. We're, of course, tracking the progress of Dirk Nowitzki tonight on his way to 20,000 points. Has 5 tonight to put him at 19,989. Now look at this list of players who have scored the most points. And when we define international players, players who did not go to a U.S. high school or U.S. college, one or the other or both. And Dirk far and away leads that list over guys like Vlade and Peja, Al Gasol on the Lakers, who's not playing tonight, Tony Parker of the Spurs. An impressive list, and impressive in the fact that Dirk so far leads all those other players, and in terms of his niche of the true international player who didn't have U.S. high school or college experience, what a name he has made for himself and for that breed of player.
And he is not done.
Howard's tip in would go. Dan Pierre stripped on the way up. That's the thing to remember about what happens for Dirk tonight is it's just one more thing to check off on a long list of milestones already achieved or still yet to be achieved. Jason Terry on the fast break. Gives to Josh Howard.
You've got to get points like that against the Lakers. I can't say enough about that. They must push the ball. If the Mavericks don't, operating in the half court will be a real problem. You don't have to take bad shots when you push it, but you're going to get some good ones. You have to push it.
Walton in the lane. Josh Powell, a three-pointer. He can do that. He has hit 5 this year. He's added that to his game since his days here. Nowitzki to the line.
He'll shoot threes. You like that? He can do that?
I was surprised by the fact that he shot a 3. I did like the fact that
I could tell you were.
I was shocked by the 3. But you're right. He has hit 5 out of 13 this year.
That's pretty good.
He didn't do that. You weren't saying he can do that when he was shooting 3s in his days here in Dallas, though.
I never said that.
That was not happening then. Halfway, or to 6, I'm sorry, tonight, out of the 16 needed, with Dirk's first free throw going at.
All right, you got a 4-minute period of time right here where the Mavericks need to take advantage of being home, need to take advantage of the crowd, need to give this crowd something to get excited about, and see if they can't head to the locker room with a lead, probably being down 4 right now. Yeah. And how many for Dirk?
7.
I'm staying after you, buddy.
Here's the number, 19,991.
Good.
Fisher's come back in. Odom's returned. Artest has gone back in. Kobe has not played here in the second quarter. Went out late in the first. Down low, and Odom misses. And it's Nowitzki on a night when we're lauding him for his offense, making a defensive play with a block. And now Kidd passed up a shot attempt.
And they want to go to Dirk against Artest. There it is. There's the matchup they were trying to get.
Draws the double. Now kicks to Kidd, and he will shoot and miss. Marion has it back for Dallas. Josh Howard for 3. Dampier the back tap, and it's grabbed by Howard. In the corner, Kidd. No, one goes down. They will review it when they get a chance. I just saw the signal for the official, Mike Callahan, but the call on the floor is 3-pointer Jason Kidd, 1-point game. And the chance to review it will be right now. The Lakers have the second best 3-point defense in the league, but they give up 1 there. Time out of the floor, the Mavs within 1. The illustrator Bobo. So is his right foot on the line? It has to be. It's just like the NFL ruling and instant replay. It has to be, decisive evidence. They've huddled up. Mike Callahan has talked to the scorers table. The 2 teams are still in their huddle at the timeout. It has to be conclusive. And that is so close.
Well, they haven't changed the score in the building yet.
And so it is a 3. The Mavs run this town. Mavs All-Star balloting is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Both Dirk, Sean, Jet, Kidd, and Josh daily at Mavs.com. Your opportunities to vote online or via text are running out. You can do that until next Monday. Derek Fisher back to Bynum. Bynum, he almost traveled. He got in the lane, and they have called a foul on Dallas. Third foul now on Dampier. With 2:57 left in the second quarter. The call is that they got him on the floor. And so that's the Mavericks' third team foul, but it's also the third on Dampier. So he will go out. Gooden returns. Mavs are shooting 37% tonight, but within a point. Lakers are shooting 50%, although they have really cooled down since a very hot start. Artest with a throwaway. Kidd punched it up in the air and out of bounds. 5 to shoot. Haven't seen Kobe since late in the first quarter. Driving, Shannon Brown. Mavericks try to get out in transition. Kidd eludes Brown. And Nowitzki with a quick move to the free throw line. Fading, draws the foul, and will go to the line. A chance to get to 19-9-93 with 2 free throws. We bring up the point about the All-Star voting running out on Monday. Of course, Dirt, at last report, the last time the voting totals were released, had seen his lead over Tim Duncan for a starting spot dwindle down to 50,000. It'd be so great to see him start and be voted in as a starter for the All-Star game and represent the Mavericks when the game is played in Arlington next month.
It really would. That would be good stuff.
Sasha Vujacic strained his right hamstring last night in San Antonio. Has not played tonight until now. Vujacic checks in for Shannon Brown with 2:35 left in the half. And Dirk hits them both. 7 away.
You didn't even give me a chance to ask you.
Well, I want it to be top of mind for everyone, including yourself. And I know it is for you.
I understand.
We got Jason Terry back in the game. And it's Derek Fisher putting up a 3. Mavs have a 1-point lead. They are doing what you wanted to see, Bob. With 4 minutes left in the half, you brought it up. The Mavs have made a push since then to get in front. They can extend the lead here. Dirk against Odom, and off the glass he gets the roll, and he's 5 away.
It's such a great example of a soft touch when you can go off the glass, it can hit every part of the rim and still go down.
9-0 run.
Tough cover for Dirk right here.
Against Bynum. And he traveled.
Thinking about what he was going to do in the process of thinking about it. He went for a little walk. Wasn't a very long walk, but enough of a walk.
It was enough of a walk in the park that it's a turnover. Once again, they look for Dirk, and he pulls the trigger and misses. Tipped outside. Dallas will get it back. Jason Terry sees Vujacic closed on him. I thought he had a window to shoot from the outside. Instead, he'll drive it and miss. And Artest rebounds. Odom. Looks into Artest. Running the triangle on the left side. Bynum got out of the post for Vujacic to drive, and a good find of Odom.
It's just a good thing to do. It's just solid basketball. When your teammate drives, you make a dive cut to the basket to be a rebounder. In the process of trying to be a rebounder, you may be open to get it back.
Final minute of the half. Let's see if Dallas can get into the locker room with the lead.
Ooh, that hurt.
Marion missed a chippy, and the Lakers shoot for the lead here. Mavs do have a foul to give, and the Lakers do as well here in this last 40 seconds. That foul, though, is a shooting foul, and it puts Vujacic on the line. The call on Jason Terry. First on Jason Terry. Sasha Vujacic, the 25-year-old Slovenian, has not missed in limited free throw attempts this year. He's 9 of 9. 1 to tie, 2 for the lead.
Well, the Mavericks like to go for 2 for 1 if they can get a shot somewhere between 32 and 34 seconds. They would have to hurry to do that. It doesn't appear like They might do it. No.
You never want to take a bad shot just in the name of getting a 2 for 1. Terry will put up a 3 here, and Dallas looked like they were going to get it back, and they will. Marion never grabbed the rebound, but he got fouled. Loose ball foul, Dallas ball, 25.6 left in the half. So on the next foul, the Mavs would get a free throw, or free throws, that is. The call on Artest is his second. Kid to throw in with 25.6 remaining. The basket gives Dallas the lead. Fisher defensively extending out on Kidd.
He's a good defender, Fisher is.
They go to Terry. Terry finds Marion. The floater is missed, and the rebound grabbed by Bynum. And Artest eludes Terry and then gets bumped. Oh, and they're going to call a foul.
Dirk was trying to get away from him. He got caught underneath him and couldn't avoid the contact.
Now the question is it a foul on the floor or a foul on the act of shooting a 3?
They're calling it in the act of shooting a 3. To me, that looks like it's on the floor.
So the assumption by the official is that he gathered the ball and was headed into the shooting motion. Notice I said assumption.
Yes.
Because that would have been a really natural looking shot.
Sure. I mean, I often see people do that.
Ooh, touch of sarcasm.
You get the idea I wasn't happy with that.
Both of you.
It's 3 free throws for Artest. He's made 1. And of course, point 2 is not time enough for the Mavericks on the other end to get a shot.
Unless he misses it so badly, it's a tip opportunity going back the other way, but that would really be an odd basketball play.
You need to take your headset off, Skip. That thing's too tight tonight.
You guys have never seen that?
It would be a first. I'm not going to lie to you. Lakers score the last 7 of the half. They'll lead by 4 at the intermission, 49-45. Mavericks are trying to get to within 2 of the Lakers in the loss column and trying to deal the Lakers a 5th straight road loss. They'll have to come back in the second half. The Dirk Nowitzki update. 11 in the first half. He's at 19,995. 5 points away from the 34th player in NBA history to get to 20,000 points. Lakers lead at 49-45 at the intermission. It's Mavs game night on TXA 21. And the Sonic Midcourt Report gets underway now with Gina Miller and Derek Harper.